In this webinar, I'm going to cover the following topics. That is the preface, introduction to the information technology, major emerging trends available in the IT, and future prospects of the said areas, career opportunities available in the said areas, and programs offered by the SVIC, SEEE, and the references. Preface. 21st century has been defined by the application of and the advancement in the information technology. And information technology, as we all know, that it has becoming a very important part of our day-to-day life. Information technology has also served as a big agent in the different aspects of the business, and it has also proven game changer in resolving many environmental and the social issues. And we also know that the advancement and the application of the information technologies are changing very rapidly. So, first of all, let me introduce about the information technology, that what the information technology is. So, according to the ITAA, that is the Information Technology Association of America, information technology, it is the study, development, implementation, support, and management of computer-based information system, and it is particularly related to the software applications and the computer hardware. Now, what are the major emerging trends are available in the IT? So, see, there are so many major trends available. But here we will only focus on the major emerging trends. So here I'm going to explain about the what the cloud computing is, what the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and Python programming, big data analytics. These are the major recent emerging technologies in the IT. So we will see one by one what these technologies are, and I will introduce this technology and what are the different future prospects in these technologies, and what are the applications and the career opportunities are available for the students. So first of all, I am discussing about the cloud computing here. So, cloud computing can be defined as a model, and we can say that it is an on-demand network access of shared pool of configurable resources. And basically, these resources are like network, servers, storage, applications, and the services. On demand, it means that one can access anything, anytime, from anywhere, and for this purpose, they will require minimal management effort or the minimum service provider interaction. So, what is the model of the cloud computing? So, here I am showing the reference model or the architecture of the cloud computing. So, whenever an end user wants to interact or want to use the services provided by the cloud computing, first of all, he or she need to associate it, or he or she can get interactive with the any web-based interface. This kind of web-based interface can be designed using any web-based technology. And after getting connected with the web-based interface, there are different three types of services are available that cloud computing provides. So at the bottom of this architecture, this is the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and the software as a service. So whenever we talk about the infrastructure as a service, here cloud computing provides different kind of services like storage, networking, and the virtual servers as an infrastructure. And the example of this kind of services like Amazon E3 EC2, S3, RightScale, and the vCloud. The next category of the services provided by the cloud is the platform as a service. And here, different kind of platform or environmental, like runtime environment, data processing units it can provide. And the example of this kind of services is Microsoft Windows Azure, Hadoop, Google App Engine, Aneka, and so on. And at last, at the top of this architecture, that is the software as a service. Cloud also provides various kind of software as a service for its user, and these software may comprises of like scientific application. There may be scientific application, any kind of user application. They can be office automation tools, or photo editing tools, or customer relationship tools, or social networking sites. An example of these kind of services provided by the clouds are Google Documents, Facebook, Flickr, and Salesforce. So this was about the cloud computing architecture. Now the next thing is that how many types of clouds are available in the market. So there are basically four broad categories of the clouds are available. That is the public cloud. Public cloud allows the services to be accessible by its user publicly, and due to its public nature, it is less secure. And in case of the private cloud, the services provided by the cloud can be accessed within an organization only, and due to its private nature, it is more secure as compared to the public cloud. Third category is the community cloud. It allows its user to access the services within a group of organizations. And the last one category, it is the hybrid cloud. And in hybrid cloud, it is a kind of mixture of public and private cloud. And critical activities basically performed using the private cloud. When privacy is at the top of the organization, then we can go for the private cloud. And when privacy is less important, then we can move toward the public cloud. So the next is what are the various kind of applications that a cloud can provide. So here I have shared some software as a service applications that are provided by the cloud computing. The most majorly used trend is the Google Documents. One can access. This is one of the most popular service of the cloud computing. Next one is the Google Maps, Twitter, Facebook. These are the various websites. These are the examples of the cloud computing. Like Flickr, this is a photo editing tool. LinkedIn, this is also a kind of professional networking site. So these are the various applications. These are not limited to, but these are the most popular applications of the cloud computing. So now what are the future prospects of the cloud computing? So whenever we talk about that, what can we do in the near future about the cloud computing? So we can go for designing of the better cloud computing services, and security is always a concern related to the cloud computing or any other else. So one can go for the security enhancement as well. Modular software development. This is also one of the major aspects, like whenever we go for the modular development, then complexity will get reduced. So here one can go for the modular software development as well. It can also use for the market growth purpose. And virtualization is one of the major feature of the cloud computing. So one can go for the research in the virtualization as well. Increase storage capacity, as we know that the data is increasing day by day. So there is always a requirement of the large storage capacity devices. So we can use the cloud as an increased storage capacity service. It can also use as an enhancement and used to enhance the performance of the internet. And last but not the least, cloud is majorly used with the IoT devices. Whenever we work with the IoT devices, then cloud plays a very important role. So we can also see it as a future prospect in the cloud computing. Now, what are the major career opportunities after getting a very vast knowledge in the cloud computing? Students can make their career as a solution architect, as an infrastructure architect. They can build their career as a data engineer, business analyst, or cloud computing engineer. So this was all about the cloud computing. The next emerging trend is the Internet of Things. What the Internet of Things? It is a kind of network of physical objects. Physical objects or things, and basically these objects or things are responsible to send, receive, and communicate the information over the internet. And these kind of objects basically connected using these are connected with the help of various communication technology or any kind of network. Like these technologies can be any might be it is a computer, it is a mobile or tablet. So, what is the conceptual framework of the IoT? Basically, what we do in the IoT. So, first of all, my physical object that can be anything. It will get associated with an IoT device. That IoT device majorly use a controller, sensor, or the actuator. And after getting connected it with the internet, it would be converted into the Internet of Things. So, it is just a conceptual form of IoT. Now, in the continuation of this conceptual network, what we will do? First of all, my things that I'm telling the physical things about the physical things. What the physical things are? Basically, these things can be anything. Like my devices, it can be my machines, cars, people, tools, animals, or toys. Anything that physically exists actually. First of all, these things will get associated with the IoT devices in the first stage. And the major IoT devices are the sensors, actuators, and the microcontrollers. After getting associated with the IoT devices, in the next phase, we will go for the data aggregation or the measurement control. That could be done with the help of any kind of data acquisition system or the internet gateways. Then we will go for the analytics and pre-processing, and that would be done by the ITH. And next, user will get the desired result. Now, what are the application areas of the IoT? So actually, IoT has covered almost all the areas of the day-to-day life of a human being. Like we can see today's homes are getting also smart day by day. With we can equip the different kind of IoT devices at our home place as well. Smart cities are developing with the help of the IoTs. Wearables like watches and or other kind of gadgets that can also be associated with the IoT devices. In healthcare sector, there are so many different equipment are that can be associated with the IoT devices. Smart cars are even in the even we have introduced with the smart cars as well. So after getting an idea about the application of the IoT devices, what are the various future prospects of the IT and what are the uh, what kind of research can be done and one can go for what in the future direction for the IoT. So IoT trends are already IoT have done very much work in the healthcare, manufacturing, transportation, but still there are some scope to work in this direction. So IoT trends in healthcare, IoT trends in manufacturing, IoT trends in transportation. Further, security is one of the major concerns because with the help of the IoT devices, whenever they will get connected in the publicly, so security is a major concern, and it is always a scope-wise area in which we can work. And further, edge computing can also be associated with the IoT devices, and blockchain can also be associated with the IoT devices. So these are not limited future prospects. There are so many other future prospects are available. Now, what kind of career opportunities one can build in IoT? So, anyone who has learned IoT, who has extensive knowledge about the IoT, he or she can go as a IoT software developer and IoT infrastructure architect because IoT equipped devices or IoT based solution. Whenever we want to create IoT based solution, so infrastructure plays an important role. First of all, we need to establish the infrastructure. IoT system administrator. As a IoT system administrator, one can build their career. Cyber engineer and test engineer. So these are the some career opportunities are available in the IoT. Now, the next emerging trend available is the artificial intelligence. So, artificial intelligence, it is the branch of the computer science. As you know, it is a branch of the computer science, and basically, it creates computer machines as intelligent as the human beings. With the help of the artificial intelligence techniques, we try to make computer machines intelligent. We try to do the work from the computer machines just like the human beings. They can perform the different kind of tasks just like the human beings. So, according to the father of the artificial intelligence, uh, that is the John McCarthy. He is the father of the artificial intelligence. So he has defined AI as the science and engineering of intelligent machine, especially in computer programs. So next is what are the different kind of applications of AI? So AI applications are covers very broad area, but some of the important applications of AI is are like image recognition. We can go for the image recognition and the speech recognition. We know that there are so many virtual assistants are available in today's scenario, like Google Assistant, Alexa, Siri. So we can go for the speech recognition, image recognition, like self-driving cars can be made with the help of the AI algorithms and AI techniques. So these are the applications. Now, what is the machine learning? And AI is the broad area, and machine learning we can say that it is a subfield of the artificial intelligence. And machine learning algorithms basically allow the computers to train on some specific kind of input. Whenever user will provide some input to the system, then it will machine learning techniques will use some statistical analysis. There are so many algorithms are available in the machine learning to do the statistical analysis. So we will provide some kind of statistical analysis on the machine learning algorithm, and after that we can produce a desired result or desired values for that will fall within a specific range. Then further, what is the use of the machine learning techniques? What we can get after applying the machine learning algorithm? So ML facilitates computers for building, for making automation, automated result. It can provide the decision making facilities, and it can process any kind of input data. So these are the major things that we can get from the machine learning. What are the major methods of the machine learning are available? So basically, there are four categories of the machine learning methods are available. That is the supervised learning methods or algorithms. We can say that supervised learning, semi-supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So, first one is the supervised learning. Supervised learning algorithms are basically works on the training data set that we will use in case of the supervised learning would be labeled training data set. Labeled, it means that uh, we will know in advance for a particular input what would be the desired output. And the label term that we have used here would be anything like we know that a particular result would contain only two things like one can fail or one can run or one can pass. So this kind of label data set we will use to do work with the supervised learning. Semi-supervised learning is it is just like the supervised learning. The only difference is that here we will use labeled and unlabeled both kind of data, and the ratio would be small amount of the labeled data associated with the large amount of unlabeled data. Now, the third category of the machine learning methods is unsupervised learning. And unsupervised learning basically works on the unlabeled data. And this would be basically kind of history. There would be no historical levels would be available, and we need to we need to work with the training data set without any kind of labeling. And the last one category is the reinforcement learning. And reinforcement learning it is one of the most popular and trending learning algorithm. And basically, it is used for the gaming, navigation, and discovery of the errors. So such kind of advanced things can be generated with the help of the reinforcement learning. Now, how one can go for the implementation of the machine learning? How what are the technologies are available for the implementation of the machine learning? So there are so many programming languages are available in market in order to implement the machine learning algorithms or the techniques. So, Python, R, Scala, Java and JavaScript, C Sharp, C++, Ruby. These are the various programming languages are available in today's current market. And Python is one of the most popular language for the machine learning implementation that one can use. So here I'm just introducing about the Python that why we go for the Python as compared to the other languages. So Python is considered to be the first place in all AI development languages due to its simplicity. The first thing is that it is the most simple AI based language. And the second thing is that syntaxes that belongs to the Python are very simple, and one can easily learn by their own as well. Therefore, many algorithms can be easily implemented into it. The third thing is that it also comprises with a short development time. We can develop a Python-based algorithm. We can implement an algorithm with the help of the Python in a very short development time as compared to the other languages like Java, C++, or the Roots. The next one is that it also supports the object-oriented feature, functional, and the procedure-oriented styles of the programming. So all kind of programming styles Python support. So one can, if somebody wants to use the object-oriented feature, then they can use the object-oriented. They can go for the Python programming as well. The last one is that it has a very rich library. There are so many or plenty number of functions, or we can say that the features are available in the Python's library like NumPy, Pandas. These are the major functions of the Python library by which we can solve many kind of scientific computations. So this was the introduction about the Python programming. What are the applications of the machine learning? And we have already seen about the what are the applications of the artificial intelligence and machine learning. It is the sub branch of the artificial intelligence. So the applications of the artificial intelligence. So the application of the machine learning, there's some additional applications of itself machine learning like facial recognition. One can go for the facial recognition techniques can be developed with the help of the ML. Optical character recognition techniques are also built with the help of the machine learning. Recommended engines can be built with the help of the machine learning. Self-driving cars can be designed using machine learning algorithms. So, after getting an idea about the AI and ML and its application areas, what kind of future prospects of AI and ML? See, already lots of work has been done in the AI and ML, and lots of algorithms, lots of techniques have been already developed. But still, there are some areas in which one can go for the improvement and one can go for the research, like cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, this area is always open for the research purpose or for future prospects purpose. So cybersecurity is one of the future prospects. Then data analytics, ML techniques can also be applied to for the data analytics. Transportation, emotion boards can be created. This is one of the latest topic, that is the emotion boards can be created with the help of the AI and ML. Then marketing and advertising. In marketing and advertising, also be applied ML and AI techniques. We can also optimize our operations or results with the help of the ML techniques. Safer healthcare industry, fraud prevention, and mass personalization. So these are some future directions for AI and ML. Now, what are the career opportunities in AI and ML? If somebody has a very vast knowledge about the AI, elementary, even if AI, elementary knowledge of AI and very vast knowledge like Python is a very easy programming language that one can go for. After getting knowledge of Python, ML, and AI, one can build their career as a machine learning engineer, as a data scientist, NLP, that is the natural language processing scientist, business intelligent developer. One can build their career as a business intelligent developer, human centered machine learning designer. So these are the few career opportunities I have listed here that one can go for the AI and ML. Now our last emerging trend, that is the big data analytics. So, big data analytics, it is first of all going to understand what the big data analytics. Let me introduce what the data is, what the big data is. Okay, so what the data is, data. Data. We all know that the data we are learning from this page from the beginning. That data is a raw vector material. So, what the big data is? Data term was used in the traditional sense, but now today, my data is increasing day by day, and it is very difficult to handle that data. So, we have termed it as a big data. So, big data, it means that it is high in volume, it is high in velocity, and it is high in variety of information. asset that requires some advanced form of processing for enhancement, making insight discovery and optimization. See, the traditional technique that we were applying on the simple data is not enough to deal with the big data because it is very large in the volume, it's very high in velocity. So some kind of advancement is required in that technique, and it is very difficult to process the big data. So some advanced techniques are required for discovering the big data, to deal with the big data, and to optimize the result. So, big data analytics, it is the process of analyzing the large data sets that we will call the big data, and it is also helps to discover the different kind of pattern. It means some useful information we can generate from the big data. It is not necessary the whole data is for the use. We can generate some useful patterns or useful information from the big data with the help of two big data analytics techniques. So what the big data analytic techniques will do? So huge data volume storage, big data analytics techniques and immediate techniques that can be applied in huge data volumes for the storage, data distribution, speed networks, and high performance computing, and application scheduling using open distributed computing systems such as Hadoop and Spark. These are the two most popular terminologies that are used for the implementation of the applications or of the VTA. And for the database handling purpose, we know that the database of the big data analytics in the big data handling of database, it is the major concern. So, the traditional database system that we were using, Oracle, like MySQL, they will not work very well with the BDA. So we need some kind of advanced database management technique, that is like we will use here NoSQL, and data mining and analytics, then data retrieval, reporting, data visualization, and machine learning, big data tools. These are the different techniques that one can use with the BDA. Now, what are the application areas of the BDA? What kind of application? So, again, big data analytics covers almost all the areas like marketing, sales. There are lots because big data is in every field. We can see the healthcare industry in this COVID situation. There are lots of data has been already generated. So now that data would be termed as a big data in advertising, in marketing, and sales. So all in every field now the data is the big data. So the application of the big data analytics is in the every field, it covers everything. Now, what are the future prospects of the big data analytics? So, future one can go for the data governance using the big data techniques and augmented analysis that can also be used to speed up the decision making. And big data is important thing that the big data will supplement but not be replaced. Then the cloud data will shape customer experience. As I already told in my earlier slides, that the cloud computing is important to be associated with the IoT as well and the big data analytics as well, and increasing coexistence of public and private cloud whenever we talk about the big data. So obviously we need some kind of storage, and cloud plays an important role when it comes to the big data storage. Then the next is the cloud technology will make big data more accessible. We can access the more data. We can access the big data more easily from anywhere with the help of the cloud computing technique. So, cloud can emerge with the big data. This is one of the future prospects in the big data analytics. Now, what are the different kind of future career opportunities are available in big data analytics? There are so many courses are running in the university as well related to the big data analytics, and after getting knowledge of the big data analytics, one can build their career as a database administrator, as a database developer, data analyst, data scientist, big data engineer, data modeler, data architect. So these are the various career opportunities that are available for the big data analytics. So, after getting introduced about these emerging trends of the IT, uh, if somebody wanted to choose what kind of programs that we are offering under this university, under this institute, so here I'm going to give a brief introduction about the different programs offered by the SVICM. So National Institute of Computer Application Institute under the Shri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya Indore. Here we are offering three PG level programs, that is the MCA with no branch, this is the 2 years program, MCA with a specialization of the banking technology, this 2 year program, MSc with a specialization in computer science, this is also 2 years program, BCA plus MCA with no branch, this is the integrated 6 year program. BCA plus MCA with banking technology, this is also 6 years program. And BCA with a specialization in big data and analytics in association with the IBM, this is the 3 years program. So let me introduce one by one what are the features of these different programs so that student can decide which program is best suited according to him or her. So, first program, that is the MCA branch. In this program, this is a 2 year MCA program, and the curriculum is jointly developed by the industry specialists and academicians. And this PG program covers all the latest technology trends that we have discussed here as per the market requirement. And here we also covers in this curriculum different different required skill organizations syllabus, and the lecture delivery will be done by the highly qualified faculties and professionals. And after doing this particular course, after completion of this particular degree, student will have to be appear the opportunity for the various companies like TCS, Wipro, Capgemini, Systengo, and we are also providing internship opportunity to our final year student so that they can get an idea about the software industry before entering into this. Then the second program is the MCA Banking Technology. So here, this is a unique program. We can say that not every university is offering this program. This is a 2 year unique program with a specialization in the banking technology. Again, its syllabus is designed with the IT professionals and software industry specialists and the academician. And as we know that the banking industry is growing day by day and it is highly dependent on the IT industry. So here we will try to accommodate the IT techniques or how IT techniques, how IT subjects can get associated with the banking industry. So curriculum covers all the facets of the computer science and the banking technology as well as according to the today's market requirement. And by the highly qualified faculties and the professionals as well. And the aim of this program is to create professionals who can build their career in the banking technology. And again, here we will provide an internship opportunity for the final year students. The third PG level program, that is specialization in the computer science. This is also a 2 year program. Again, a very well structured curriculum is available here, and this particular program will cover all the important subjects of all the important aspects of the computer science and lecture delivery. We have very highly qualified professional faculties with us, and our objective of this program is to create computer science professionals. Then, when we come to the UG level program, so there are two different programs are available. That is the BCA plus MCA with no branch. So this is a 6 year program, dual degree program, which student can get double the UG and PG degree in a single program only, and with it also has a industry-ready curriculum and lecture delivery by the highly qualified professionals. And student after getting this particular degree, students will get placed into many leading software companies like Capgemini and TCS. This is again BCA plus MCA, 6 year program. This is also a dual degree program, and but here the specialization is the banking technology. And again, it will aspects of the banking technology along with the required IT subjects, and the same career opportunities are available in this particular program. This program, that is the BCA, Big Data Analytics in association with the IBM. This is a 3-year program with a specialization in Big Data Analytics, and this program is in association with the IBM. So, program will be delivered IBM subjects. We have designed some IBM subjects that will be delivered by the IBM experts, and as we know that I have already covered in my previous PPT that big data analytics is one of the major emerging trend available in today's market, and this is the today's market requirement. So after getting this particular degree, student can map their career. I have already discussed the so many career opportunities are available after getting this particular degree in the big data analytics. Almost every organization there is a data scientist, there is a data analytics analyst is required. So we have also designed our syllabus jointly with the IBM as per the industry ready curriculum. So student can go for these programs as well. And these are the various references that have used in my meeting. Any query? For any query, you can visit the website, SWP website, and you can also make your queries to the admission@swp.edu. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Sir, any query?
Any query? Madam, no.
Yes, sir.
Koi, hello, am I audible?
Yeah, sir.
Yes. Okay, no query, ma'am. I may like to express our sincere thanks to Dr. Reena Gupta, giving an excellent coverage to emerging trends and future prospects in IT. Thanks for sharing your knowledge, ma'am. I'm also thanks to all panelists and attendees. Thanks for joining us. Please fill the feedback form for e-certificate. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.